Thank you to the press for gathering here today, as of course we announce the departure of one of our most exciting prospects that has gone to Larne. As you can all understand, I'm quite upset about this, as he was a player that we were looking to build the team around, and to see him go to Larne in the transfer window did fill me with a bit of sadness, but I hope that he gets the experience he needs and he becomes the player that we all know that he can be. So without further ado, I sadly do announce that the player that has gone to Larne is sadly Jamie Jones. What's that? You were expecting Glenn Green to go? Well, my second announcement in the press today is Glenn Green is staying at Glentoran at least till the end of the season. So all you people who thought, all you press that thought that Glenn Green was done at Glentoran, he's going to be scoring more goals for us, he's going to win us the league title, just you wait. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to Club 2, Episode 6 of the FM20 Campus to Champions. Sadly, Jamie Jones has gone to Larne. He was a good prospect, 66 on the scout report, he was a 5-star potential player. We're sad to see him go to Larne, if I'm being honest. But more importantly, my friends, if I can sort it, we got Glenn Green still at the club. Larne did not put a transfer bid in, and we've still got Glenn Green till the end of the season at the minimum. So whilst I was preparing for his departure, I thought this was all done. I was burnt whilst I was at Swansea Uni of having my best players taken away from me, but Glenn Green is still at the club. He's still wanted by Larne, and he still won't want to sign a contract with us. So, but you know, we've still got Glenn Green at the club. And if I show you the league table, we are 9 points clear at the top of the Danske Bank Premiership. Now is the time we can start talking about a title, because there's not that many games to go in this league. There's only 38 games total. We've only got one game to go before the split, and we are 9 points clear of Glentoran in second and 11 points clear of Linfield in third. So we could be having an unexpected Northern Ireland Premiership in the trophy cabinet by the end of the season, and I will show you why we've got that far, because as you remember, we did win the County Antrim Shield last time out, along with that very surprising defeat to Coleraine. I think that's what we showed last time out. Oh no, we were there. That's the final there. So we did beat Crusaders 2-1. Glenn Green, Josh Daniels on the score sheet. We did draw to our rivals Linfield, who at the time were level on points with us, so I was a bit disappointed that we picked up a 0-0 draw there. But we did follow up with a 1-0 win away from home at Glenavon. Tom Byrne grabbing the winner there before we did reach the Irish Cup quarter-final with a 3-1 win over Newtown. They're a lower division side, so I did put quite a weak side out, but it was enough to get the job done, and we will be showing off Cliftonville in the quarter-final today. We also got a good result against Coleraine. We did get revenge for that really strange defeat with Josh Daniels and Sean Banks on the score sheet. They did grab a 91st winner, and of course it was Nasari on the score sheet. Is that to be him? But they did grab one back. We followed up with a 4-0 win over Dungannon Swifts, with Glenn Green scoring 4 goals. That was his way of repaying the faith and getting back on the score sheet. And then we finally beat Ballymena United 3-1. Josh Daniels 2. Sean Banks with a last minute third goal as well. And we will be going today the last 2 games of the season before the split, with Cliftonville in the quarter-final of the Cup alongside Larne in our last game in the league before the split. So with all the admin out the way, Glenn Green still at the club. Let's see the lineup for the quarter-final with Cliftonville. Neeson in goal, Thompson, Dean Rooney, Lewis and McCann at the back. Chuck Woody and Price in the middle, with Byrne, Dan, Rooney and Daniels. Daniels swapped onto the right-hand side because Johnny Fraser did pick up an injury. He's just come back to fitness now. So Burns been on the left-hand side, Daniels on the right, and of course the 16-year-old Glenn Green starts up front. 22 goals now for the season. He has been the best player by far at Glentoran, and I'm so glad we've managed to keep hold of him. And if we can win the league title, he might want to negotiate a contract with us. So I'm all for keeping Glenn Green for as long as possible. So I'm going to tell the team, go out there, carry on straight where you finished the last time out. We'll tell them we have faith in them to make the difference. The team are motivated. The team are happy. And we will be going up against Cliftonville first of all in the Irish Cup quarter-final. It's like the FA Cup, but in the Northern Ireland. Can we reach the semis and possibly add another trophy to our trophy cabinet? As we do clear the ball away with a 2-minute highlight here. Byrne plays it into Chuckwoody. Plays it out to the left-back Thompson. Long ball over the top to Glenn Green. He's one-on-one. He shoots. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. And we almost scored in the second minute. 19 minutes in, it is all Glentoran. Looking at the stats, 7 shots, 2 on target, 1 clear-cut chance. Cliftonville haven't had a single shot as Glenn Green takes it down, finds Rooney. It's off the post. And Teen Rooney almost got the goal. Free kick from Glenn Green, 24 minutes in the box. Lewis is there. It's got to Daniels. Back to Glenn Green. Beats the defence. He beats everybody else as well, but Dean Rooney interferes. Byrne with a header. Rooney again. Oh, unlucky. We're trying to find that first goal. 39 minutes, 5 minutes to go before half-time, and I feel as if it's a matter of time before we get this first goal. Cliftonville have only had the 1 shot all game, which, as we all know on my channel, if a team has only 1 shot, they're gonna score a goal. But Daniels comes inside. A lot of plays to choose from. Chuckwoody now. There's a player out wide. They do find him. McCann's there. Can he get into the box? No. Loses it. And now Cliftonville have a chance to clear their lines, which they do. And it's Glacken who beats his man. If they score a goal now, I am not going to be happy. And he's beat his man. It's a save from Neeson. If that would have gone in, I would not have been happy one bit, as that is a clear-cut chance for Cliftonville. We will go into half-time together. It's a matter of time before Glentoran score. We need to make sure we get the goal, though. I'd say, keep going. You're performing well. As far as tactics go, I'm going attacking because I want to find that goal. Glenn Green's on 6.4, which of course we come back on camera, and Glenn Green can't score for nothing. But Tom Byrne's on a 6.5 as well. So I think I'm going to bring on Johnny Fraser for him. Swap Daniels over as he's now back from injury. So got another half to go. Surely there's a goal in this for Glentoran. Free kick from Fraser, 54 minutes. Header from Rooney. It's over the bar. Come on, Glentoran, find this goal. On the hour mark, we start with a goal kick. And it's just been all Glentoran. Surely there's a goal in this for us. We've been so unlucky. It just seems to be, in the games since you last left us, we've kind of been putting chances away, as Daniels finally puts a chance away. So it's almost like they're listening to what I'm saying. But this kind of game we've had as well, where we just struggle to get the ball in the back of the net. But Josh Daniels has been listening to my cries, and he's put the ball in the goal. Lovely ball outside the box. Well, he's inside the box, he takes the shot. But in the corner, we finally get the first goal. 70 minutes in, let's make some changes. Glenn Green, unfortunately, is not playing very well today, but he's allowed an off day. He's only a kid, he's still doing his GCSEs. We need to give him a chance to, he's allowed to have a bad game. So we'll bring on McDade on for Glenn Green. I think I'm going to be bringing it a little bit back to positive now, as we don't desperately need a goal. But we're 1-0 up, 20 minutes to go, as we get a highlight from Cliftonville. Gormley crosses it into the box for Glacken, free header. And I am a little bit worried that Cliftonville could score and find themselves a way back into this game. 88 minutes, coming into full time, only 5 minutes to go. And I've just got a vibe that Cliftonville are going to score. They've had 3 shots all game, only 1 on target. It's been all Glentoran in this game. So it's almost like the script is there for a Glentoran goal. But Dean Rooney finds McDade making the run. He's one-on-one here. Composure, McDade. He has the composure. And he scored his 18th. I'm blind, I can't see. 18th goal of the season. That will secure us a place in the Irish Cup semi-finals. We've won the County Antrim Shield. We're going to hopefully win the league. Can we possibly make it a treble and win the Irish Cup as well? As McDade puts it in, it's 2-0. Signed, sealed, delivered. As we have a kick-off highlight, which means it's not signed, sealed and delivered. It means that something is going to happen. As Dean Rooney to Chuckwoody, who's going to find it's a poor ball, and he's found, well, Dean Rooney's going to place it back. We've got two Rooneys in this team. We've got Dean Rooney, the centre-back, and I think we've got Rooney, the attacking midfielder, as well. I've got to make sure I remember which one's which, because otherwise I'm going to be very confused as who's who. But McAllrum over the top for Doherty. Doherty's found his way in the box, but it's a poor shot. That's going to be a goal kick for Glentoran. Yeah, we've got D. Rooney and D. Rooney. So they got similar names. We've got Dan Rooney and Dean Rooney. We've got to make sure we get them not mixed up. But we do get a 2-0 win. Very straightforward in the end. You know, we haven't lost a game in such a long time. I think the team have just forgotten how to lose a game, and they managed to pull it out of the bag when we need it, as we do reach the semi-finals of the Irish Football Association Challenge Cup alongside Larne, Crusaders and Portadown. I think I'd like Portadown out of those sides in the semis. If we win in the quarter-final, we'll get some money. Rooney with 2 assists. He was the guy we got in from Larne. So I'm going to say quality of chances, very good for him. And as I've mentioned, if I look at competitions, those are the teams that have reached the semi-finals. And I'm sure we'll find out who we get in the semi-final. The semi-final's been drawn, and we have been drawn against Portadown, who are top of the championship in Northern Ireland. So if we look at the semi-final, it's Crusaders against Larne and Glentoran against Portadown. We've definitely had the nicer side of that draw. So we will now know our semi-final opponents, who we will show on camera when the time comes. So going back to the Danske Bank Premiership, we've only got one game to go before the split. And just to remind you, the split involves the top 6 and the bottom 6. So we will be in the top 6, which is good, as that was what the board initially wanted. So we've already achieved this season. Even if we don't win the league, the board are happy. And what will happen then is that we'll play the other 5 teams once, and then the season ends. So we will be probably going up against Glenarvan, Linfield, Crusaders, Larne and Coleraine. Well, it's confirmed, isn't it? Because Newry said you're not going to catch Coleraine in 6th place. So we'll play them once more, and that will decide who wins the league. So our last game before the split is against Larne, who are very much underperforming. They are like the TNS of Northern Ireland. They've got all the money behind them. So it's going to be interesting to see how we get on. We beat them in the County Antrim Shield. They're going to be out for revenge. Last game before the split against Larne, and only a few enforced changes that need to be made. So the team will be Neeson, Thompson, Dean Rooney, Hohe and Lewis at the back, because McCann cannot play against his parent club. Banks and Price in the middle, with Byrne, Dan Rooney and Daniels in the attacking position. Glenn Green once again leads the line, although Robbie McDade is on the bench ready to score goals, should he be not in form. So that's going to be the lineup. As I say, we're still 9 points clear at the top, the way things stand, and Larne are not even in the title conversation. So I'm going to say, go out there, carry on where you were last time. The players are still motivated. Everyone's up for this game. We are away from home, though, so it's going to be a bit tricky going up against Larne away, but we'll see how we get on just before we split the league. 15 minutes in, corner for Daniels, into the box, cleared away as far as Price, takes it down, he's going the wrong way, but he's turned it around, finds Rooney, I think that's the attacking Rooney, because they're all called D. Rooney, but Banks finds Daniels again, keeping it short, keeping the ball, it's a lovely shot, but it doesn't go in the goal. It is all Glentoran looking at the stats. As we get another throw in, we've had 6 shots, 4 on target. Larne have come back into it actually the last couple of minutes, because when I last looked, they hadn't had any shots at all. But Sorensen, I don't know where Sorensen was aiming for, but it's left Glenn Green in here. He's got players with him, but Daniels is one-on-one. Should have scored. It's still 0-0. 31 minutes, Daniels is going to whip this one in. It's headed away, and Sorensen gives it to Bickerstaff. And now Larne have a chance here to counter-attack, but Thompson does intercept. It only temporarily halts the counter-attack, as Banks does win the ball. He is a box-to-box midfielder, so he's doing his job in the middle, as Charles tries to beat Thompson, but doesn't get past him. Now Banks to Dan Rooney. Rooney now finds Daniels. There's an overlap from Bill Lewis on the right, but they don't use him. Daniels with a shot. Nowhere near. Still 0-0. 34 minutes. The 8'5" monster Lewis finds Daniels. He's had a very much involved game today. Loses out. But Lewis crosses it in for Glenn Green with a header. And it's tipped over the bar from the goalie. But it is going to be a goal kick. Coming up to half-time, I would say, looking at the numbers, Glentoran look more likely to score. But it is Football Manager. We know anything can happen as Daniels hits the crossbar. Unlucky from Glentoran. And I would say we are the more likely team to get a goal in this first half. So I'm a bit gutted that half-time has come, if I'm being honest. But look at those numbers. 16 shots, 8 on target, 51% possession. Glentoran are the ones that are bringing the game. I'm going to say I'm pleased how things are going because we are away from home. So we don't want to be too hard on the team. But there are a lot of 6.4s in this side. So Daniels can swap flanks and we'll bring Byrne off. I think we'll bring on Johnny Fraser to get his fitness back as we go into the split. Josh Daniels is also on a 6.4 though, so it doesn't really help things if I'm being honest. Tom Price, he's on a 6.4 and on a yellow card. So I think I'm going to bring Sean Banks over to ball winning midfield. And I didn't think to put Chuck Woody on the bench. So that's kind of backfired on me, really. Because I was going to bring Chuck Woody on. But Chris Gallagher can come on. He's a decent ball winning midfielder. But we're going to keep, apart from the two changes, we're going to keep things the same in the hope we can find a goal here. Because the first half, Glentoran were on top. But we all know, second half, anything can happen. Larne can come back into this game. And as the way things stand, we are still 9 points clear. But Lewis plays it short to Gallagher's. Just come on. Who's he got to play it into, though? Plays Dan Rooney in. And Bill Lewis is finding that wing. Yes, he is. Plays it back to Dan Rooney. Crosses it in for Daniels. And Josh Daniels gets the goal. And in the second half, we found the goal that we've been looking for. And it's Dan Rooney, the man we signed from Larne, got the goal. In an alternate universe, we could have been facing Glenn Green in the Larne side, but they didn't go in for him. And Daniels is the man that's made the difference there from an assist from their own player that we bought. And it's 1-0 to Glentoran. 56 minutes. I've just praised the team, so I'm hoping they don't go do something stupid now. But they try and go route one, but it is gobbled up by the Larne defence. As they now start a long ball of their own. Bickerstaff's one-on-one here. He takes a shot, but Nissan is equal to it. And one player who's been a bit of an unsung hero is our goalkeeper, Nissan. He has pulled up some really important saves this season. And he's only a 2-star goalkeeper. So he's done really well so far. As Daniels clears it for Glenn Green. The 16-year-old, he didn't quite get onto it. 1-0 still the score. Throw in 67 minutes. Chris Gallagher to Bill Lewis, long ball into the box, cleared away as far as Thompson. The left back's in the box, finds Banks. Glenn Green shoots, Dean Rooney shoots, Green shoots, everybody shoots. Nobody scores. I'm sure Glenn Green was going to score there. The goalie was on the floor, but it's blocked by the Larne defenders. They did well there to block, as another chance goes begging for Glentoran. 80 minutes in, Bill Lewis is on 71%. He's on a buck-in. So I think he's going to be the man to make way. We'll move Horgy on to right back. We'll bring on McLean as the ball-playing defender. Do they do better the other way round? 2.5, 2.5. We'll leave it like that. So we'll bring on a defender. Glenn Green on 6.4. I think the 16-year-old's just scared of the camera. As whenever he's on camera, he doesn't play as good as he does off camera. I mean, we had that game. He scored 4 goals. But 10 minutes to go. Still 1-0 up. Coming up to full time. It looks to be a 1-goal game. But I'll take that any day of the week. We've still got 2 minutes to go, though, so I'm not counting my chickens yet, but I think we are going to see the full-time whistle. There we go. Another game we had a lot of shots in, 31 shots, 13 on target, 52% possession, but just the one goal. But it's a good win. 1-0 win's a 1-0 win. I'll take that every day of the week, especially against Larne, whose players are on like 10 times the money that we're on. But a lot of draws in the league. I say draws. Glenavon won. There was only one draw. A lot of draws in the league, but we did win. Coleraine won, Crusaders drew, Glenavon won, Linfield won. So we are still 9 points clear at the top of the league. Rooney gets one over Larne. Rooney drives them forward, so I'm going to say you are superb once again. He's been a very good player since he's come in. And there's the confirmation. The Danske Bank Premiership prepares for next stage after split. So the top 6 will fight for the title and the continental places, and the bottom 6 will battle for relegation. The biggest surprise for many has been Glentoran, whose fine performances has seen them soar past expectations to take first place. And there's that confirmation, my friends. So we are in the top 6, the line does show. So what we'll do now is we got 5 games of the season left, and we'll be playing Glenavon, Linfield, Larne, Crusaders and Coleraine in our last 5 league games. So we won't be playing the other teams anymore. We're only going to be facing up against the top 6. So as far as the schedule goes, I think what we'll do is we'll come back for the semi-final against Portadown and our local rivals Linfield. We might have the league table wrapped up by then if we win those 2 games. So it's all to play for in the Danske Bank Premiership. 9 points clear, 5 games to go. We are in a very strong position for the title. We just need to make sure we bring it home in the next few games. Sorry, I have a cough and I'm laughing at the same time. We could come away with a Premiership trophy, which at the start of the season I just wanted top 6. But look where we are now, top of the league. We could even make the final of the cup. But tune in next time to find out how we get on. But leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2020 content. We will be uploading Campus to Champions every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And tune in next time for the semi-final against Portadown. Potentially a league title win. Thank you very much for watching.